It is time for you. It is time for you. It is time for you. Hey, welcome back to the Rio Talk Show. Again, your host Rio from Philadelphia, zip code 19151. I was just pondering the issue of loneliness. And I'm not talking about like the sad loneliness. I'm talking about like the loneliness that is brought about because the reason why I had a comedy kind of a late night show the other day. Actually, it was last month, and it was discussing the topic of lighting a fire and lighting a fire in your lap, and there's no one there to put it out, you know, and I think it was a parable that was given to me by an African, a Tanzanian. Sometimes we burn for things, and there's nothing wrong with burning for things, but I'm talking about like, you know, burning when you're by yourself, and there's how do you say? There's a constant attack. How do you say? Or a constant presence before you that is just luring you to burn even more, to the point where maybe that's their objective, so that you would burn, so that so that maybe you could be controlled. Hmm. And I'm not, and specifically pornography. I have to say I was doing some research because I also do the Rio image, and I'm starting up my own magazine also called 1X. And this 1X is specifically for individuals to give them a little hope, so that they don't burn. Sometimes you just need, how do you say, reason, and you need, how do you say, the right, how do you say, the right direction. We all must and should have a hopeful heart, and that's why I'm starting 1X. It's totally a good thing for good reasons. But nevertheless, like I was saying, I was doing my research. Simple Google search terms that brought up things that had nothing related to the Google search. I even put clean words like with clothes, and then they come up. So it's not unusual to get the opposite of what you have put in a search engine, which you specifically put certain things. But anyways, like I said, I coined up a term. What was it? Last week, because this AI intelligence is coming. But then there's also AI, artificial idiot. You know, I think machines can only understand so much, and I think that there needs to be certain filters in our humanity, in our being. That's why me myself, I enjoy being a pescatarian because it allows me to discipline my body. It gives me more of a higher sense of smell, a more awakened self. I might want to sleep an extra hour, but because I am a pescatarian, I'm not so heavy and bound down to the nature of let me fulfill. Although I only want one more hour of napping, I could probably get another 5 hours. You know, But everyone's different. Everyone has different goals. But I really do suggest a good diet. The pescatarian diet will help you to discipline your body, and that's your mind, and then yourself, so that you don't burn up in such. How do you say? You could be innocent. You could be online, and you might stumble on some perverted pornography, and it might not be you that was looking for it, but just someone that hates you. They might have placed it all over the place, knowing that this is your weakness. So anyways, I encourage this because I was walking along, and I didn't know what was worse. I was walking along the other day, and I saw some idiot walking around like he was like, hey, 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 I'm like, and he, I don't know if it was his sister or his wife or girlfriend, and then the way he was displaying himself, I'm like, what the, I don't know if he was making fun of the individual that did do such things, but I don't know what was worse. And I know you public can make judgment. Would it be worse to be that individual going around looking like that, or the person that actually did it because they fell? But we need to forgive people that fall into such traps. Sometimes these are traps. You could be a mouse. Someone sets a nice piece of cheese there for you. You're hungry. You're gonna try to get that cheese. If you get, then same thing with the internet. Sometimes we have to be careful on the internet. So that's my topic today. From the Deep Rio Talk Show here in Philadelphia, zip code 19151. Take care of yourself, discipline, and be good. Until next time, this is Rio from the Rio Talk Show.